Fires on the Plain is a Japanese war film, anti-war film by director Kon Ichikawa. Now, he also directed a few others. I haven't seen those other war films yet, but I have seen An Actor's Revenge. So I wanted to check out more films from this director. This one is about Private Tamura. He has tuberculosis, so he is sent away to the infirmary on an island in the Philippines during wartime. However, they are vastly outnumbered by the Yankees, the Americans, low on food, morale, basic human civility. Private Tamura basically is sent away from the infirmary because he's not as sick as some of the other wounded men. And when he goes back to the camp, he's sent away again, and he basically just has to wander between different platoons, I guess, and different companies because they're losing the war. And this is basically like an agonizing personal hell during wartime. It basically humanizes the soldiers during World War II, and basically Tamura basically is just drifting along, and there's lots of haunting different sequences. One of the most memorable ones would be a scene where he's with a group of scattered different soldiers, and they've been kicked out or they're injured, or they're basically called the squatters, and they just sort of roam around, and he decides to join with them. However, there is a soldier who has malaria, and he's so ill he can't move. And when he sees them move on, he starts calling them cowards and saying, like, where's your honor and pride? You're supposed to be a proud Japanese soldier, but you know, what is honor and pride when you don't have food? In this movie, money means nothing. The greatest currency you could have is digging up yams and roasting them later to eat, because that's the only thing people have. It's the currency. It's what everyone's after. There's nothing else to do. There's no resupply. They're cut off from the main forces. They're just roaming on this island, you know, waiting for death. You can't surrender. You can't rest. You can't go anywhere. You just exist. It's a really hellish landscape. I really like the atmosphere. The movie's very grim and dreary. It can be like the equivalent of All Quiet on the Western Front, but from the Japanese perspective. And this movie was only made in 1959 as well, so it's really powerful film, pretty depressing, but lots of memorable sequences. So I give Fires on the Plain a 6.5 out of 10.